there's another story developing right now. Mike Johnson, who is, of course, Speaker of the House, was just asked a short time ago about this story that some of you may have been following, may not have been following. I guess somebody that's coming into the House is originally a man, and this has become kind of an issue, specifically for one Nancy Mace, who is saying that she does not want to use the same restroom as the person that is transgender who is coming in. And this is kind of heating up, so much so that just a short moment ago, we heard from Mike Johnson, and we also heard from Nancy Mace. So Nancy Mace really attacking the issue straight on. Let me bring you her sound, because this just appeared, and I actually haven't even seen this myself. So how do you like that? But we'll watch it together here in real time.
This effort in response to Congresswoman McBride's coming to Congress?
Yes, and absolutely, and then some. I'm not going to stand for a man, if someone with a penis is in the women's locker room, that's not okay. And I'm a victim of abuse myself. I'm a rape survivor. I have PTSD from the abuse I've suffered at the hands of a man. And I know how vulnerable women and girls are in private spaces. So I'm absolutely 100% going to stand in the way of any man who wants to be in a women's restroom, in our locker rooms, in our changing rooms. I will be there fighting you every step of the way.
Wow. Okay. So again, the wrap on this is somehow just Congresswoman Mace being mean. The reality is the issue is a whole lot bigger than that, right? We know that, and we can get into that. But before we do, I just want you to see Mike Johnson, of course, was asked, Speaker Mike Johnson being asked about this moments ago, and I want to show you his reaction.
Mr. Speaker, is freshman-elect Sarah McBride a man or a woman?
Look, I'm not going to get into this. We welcome all new members with open arms who are duly elected representatives of the people. I believe it's a command that we treat all persons with dignity and respect, and we will. And I'm not going to engage in silly debates about this. There's a concern about the uses of restroom facilities and locker rooms and all that. This is an issue that Congress has never had to address before.
Never.
We're going to do that in deliberate fashion with member consensus on it, and we will accommodate the needs of every single person. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Do you plan on bringing Nancy Mace's transgender bill and putting that into the rules package?
I'm not going to address the plans on any of that. I just told you what I'm going to say about the issue. I'm not going to engage in this. We don't look down upon anyone. We treat everybody with dignity and respect. That's a principle that I pursued my whole life, and we will take care of this, issue of first impression for Congress, as we will any other thing. We'll provide appropriate accommodation for every member of Congress.
Okay. So that means probably providing some accommodation then for Nancy Mace, who's not very comfortable sharing the restroom. Look, here's the deal. I don't think anybody is mean-spirited. But when you run into situations where you don't get the same opportunity because somebody who is a naturally born male decides to change into becoming a female, I'm thinking one Leah Thomas, and suddenly you come in second in the relay race and you miss out on a major opportunity, just as Riley Gaines did, you know what? That's not fair. Okay, that's really and truly not fair. Part of me wants to say, okay, who cares, the stupid restroom, whatever. But you see, it's the bigger issue, I think, that keeps coming up. The bigger issue of women getting shortchanged over and over and over again. I go to the mall now, and everything is, come one, come all, right? They have individual restrooms, but everyone can use them. And I'm sorry, they're not as clean. They're just not, The ladies' room was a better place to be than the men's room. I'm just saying. So I'd also add to this, women, often you'll see a line for the ladies' room that's like a whole lot longer than the men's room, okay? And now maybe more. But nobody's trying to be mean. I think that's what's getting misinterpreted. But you know what is sad? I commend Mike Johnson for trying to deflect on this issue. But what's sad is that it's young girls that wind up paying the price. And somebody's got to stand up and say, you know what, this is not going to fly. Because what the left is trying to do is again make this into a political hot potato. to try and back us conservatives into a corner where we seem like we're the mean guys and gals because we don't want communal restrooms and we don't want communal sports. Well, I think America made it really clear how they feel.